In the upcoming MCU movie Armor Wars, James Roadie Rhodes, also known as War Machine, will finally take center stage. Roadie was first introduced in the Marvel Cinematic Universe back in 2008's Iron Man, portrayed by Terrence Howard. However, Don Cheadle took over the role in Iron Man 2 and has since become a significant character in the franchise, playing a key role in the Avengers team during Avengers Endgame. Now, with Armor Wars, Roadie gets his own movie to shine, separate from his previous role as Tony Stark's sidekick. This film is closely connected to the legacy of Tony Stark, his late friend, and will allow Roadie to step into the spotlight and show that War Machine is a hero in his own right. Armor Wars draws its inspiration from a comic book storyline of the same name. In this upcoming MCU movie, Tony Stark's worst fear becomes a reality when his advanced technology falls into the wrong hands. This dire situation forces James Roadie Rhodes to step up and take action to prevent potential catastrophic consequences. Originally planned as a Disney Plus series within the MCU, Armor Wars has now been upgraded to a full-fledged movie. This upgrade suggests that fans can expect a more substantial and potentially more action-packed storyline than what might have been initially anticipated. It implies a blockbuster-level narrative that could have a significant impact on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. While specific details about the movie are still relatively scarce, there's reason to believe that Armor Wars will not only provide a thrilling standalone story, but also potentially connect to the broader MCU narrative. For instance, it could tie into other MCU projects like Rhodey's Skrull-related storyline in Secret Invasion, adding another layer of excitement for fans eagerly anticipating the film. Before we go any deeper, don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video, and for more MCU updates, subscribe to our channel. Let's see what the latest news says. Since the announcement of the MCU's Armor Wars transitioning into a movie, there haven't been significant updates on the project's development. Nevertheless, certain developments in other MCU projects have the potential to shed light on what we can expect from Armor Wars. One such development is the introduction of Riri Williams in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Riri, a brilliant young inventor, has successfully constructed her own Ironheart suit. This accomplishment could pave the way for her to intersect with Rhodey's storyline in Armor Wars. It's conceivable that Rhodey might become aware of Riri and her technological prowess, possibly mistaking her for one of the individuals who stole Tony Stark's tech, thus setting up a dynamic between the two characters. Additionally, the Secret Invasion series has established a connection to Armor Wars through Rhodey's involvement. In Secret Invasion, it's revealed that Rhodey had a conflict with Nick Fury, stemming from the revelation that the former was actually a Skrull imposter. This Skrull-based storyline could tie into Armor Wars and potentially have implications for Rhodey's role in the movie. But how did the Secret Invasion set up the Armor Wars? Let's take a deep dive. The most significant impact on the storyline of Armor Wars is undeniably connected to the events of Secret Invasion. In the MCU's inaugural Phase 5 series, it was revealed that James Rhodes had been abducted by Skrulls at some point in the MCU's history. This abduction led to his being replaced by a follower of Gravik, the primary antagonist of Secret Invasion. By the conclusion of the series, Rhodes had been successfully rescued from Gravik's compound, and it was revealed that Everett Ross, another MCU character, had also been replaced by Skrulls at an unspecified time. These developments have significant implications for the Armor Wars storyline. Although the exact moment when Rhodey was replaced by a Skrull isn't explicitly stated in Secret Invasion, there's a theory that ties his replacement to the events of Civil War in 2016. If this theory holds true, it would mean that Rhodey has actually been a Skrull since that time. While this revelation could potentially disrupt some of Rhodey's character moments from Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, such as Tony Stark's death, it could also provide an intriguing foundation for the Armor Wars storyline. In Armor Wars, the series could delve into Rhodey's struggle to come to terms with his imprisonment by the Skrulls over the years. This revelation could help explain why, during his extended period as a Skrull, Stark tech fell into the wrong hands, leading to the central conflict of the series. Regardless of the specifics, it's highly likely that Armor Wars will explore the aftermath and consequences of the Rhodey revelation unveiled in Secret Invasion. So what was the perfect storyline for the Armor Wars? Let's see. The MCU's Armor Wars movie takes its inspiration from a comic book storyline of the same name that ran from 1987 to 88. In this comic storyline, the central focus was on Tony Stark, also known as Iron Man, and his growing concerns about the misuse of his advanced armored suits by various individuals and villains within the Marvel Universe. Stark was shocked to discover that his own designs and technology had fallen into the hands of his enemies, thanks to the actions of characters like Justin Hammer, portrayed by Sam Rockwell in Iron Man 2. In response to this troubling situation, Stark embarked on a personal mission to ensure that his technology would not be used for evil. He sought to prevent any harm that could arise from his inventions falling into the wrong hands. This journey of Stark's to protect his legacy and rectify the misuse of his technology forms the core premise of the Armor Wars storyline. Don Cheadle has hinted that the movie will explore Tony Stark's death from Roadie's perspective, adding an emotional aspect to the story. While we shouldn't expect Tony Stark to return, Roadie will likely be on a mission to track down those who have stolen Stark's technology to protect his friend's legacy. In the comic book, Tony's recklessness led him to target Stingray, but he discovered that Stingray had built his own armor without using Stark's technology. This could be a perfect role for Riri Williams in the movie if she's part of the story. With that, let's see who will be in this movie. Currently, Don Cheadle is the only confirmed cast member for Armor Wars, but it's likely that we'll see other familiar MCU characters in the movie. Riri Williams, who is the only other character in the MCU known to have her own suit of armor, is a prime candidate to be part of the story. Her upcoming solo series, Ironheart, which is set to debut in 2024, might lay the groundwork for her involvement in the movie. It's possible that she will team up with Roadie as part of the storyline. Don Cheadle provided some hints about how the series Secret Invasion will lead into Armor Wars. In Secret Invasion, we saw signs of conflict between Roadie and Nick Fury, even though it was actually a Skrull imposter of Rhodes who was causing the issues. Fury has a history of pushing boundaries in the name of security, and this could create tension between him and the real Roadie, which might play into the plot of Armor Wars. Additionally, Armor Wars could be the perfect opportunity to reintroduce the character Justin Hammer, who has been absent from the MCU for a while. Fans have been eager to see this villain return, and Armor Wars might be the moment for him to make a comeback. While the MCU hasn't explored the Armor Wars storyline yet, the idea of Iron Man's technology falling into the wrong hands and being used for villainous purposes is not new to the franchise. This concept was already introduced in the Iron Man trilogy. For example, in the first Iron Man movie from 2008, Obadiah Stane used Iron Man's armor technology as a prototype to create the Ironmonger armor, which he used to battle Tony Stark. So the theme of people stealing Iron Man's designs and using them for evil has been a recurring theme in the MCU. The theme of individuals trying to acquire or misuse Tony Stark's Iron Man technology has been a recurring theme in several MCU movies. In Iron Man 2, Justin Hammer made attempts to obtain Stark's Iron Man armor technology after failing to replicate it. In Iron Man 3, Stark faced a significant challenge when his Extremis technology was stolen and exploited by Aldrich Killian, leading to a climactic showdown. Even in the MCU's Spider-Man trilogy, we've seen Stark's technology being used for nefarious purposes, such as Mysterio's manipulation of barf technology. These instances highlight how the concept of Armor Wars could further explore Stark's technological legacy in the MCU. Well, that's it for today. So, are you excited about Armor Wars? How do you feel about Roadie taking the lead? And what role do you think Riri Williams will play? Share your thoughts and theories with us.